And greeters were, we got Cameron Willis. Thank you, Cameron.
Thanks, Cameron.
Then next week we have Cole and Stacy as greeters. And thank you, Niels, for joining us today. And Ken will lead us in prayer this morning.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the beautiful fall weather outside and the break in the heat. Please be with us as we go forth in your beautiful creation, using your talents and your skills and spreading your love. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, the 4th of July has come and gone, but the country is still celebrating America 250. So we got to keep that going. So let's do You're a Grand Old Flag.
You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem, the land down, the home, the free, the burn. Every heart rings true for the red, white, and blue, where there's never no storm. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Today, Doug Tellens is our acting sex operator today.
Thank you, Eric. Doug Ketch.
All right, welcome everybody to the Miamisburg Rotary on this wonderful Wednesday afternoon. We have no visiting Rotarians and no prospective members. And Angela, as a guest, if you would like to introduce your guest.
I guess my daughter, you guys have mostly seen her before. This is Cora Hawk.
All right, and the hot string is always out in Miamisburg.
Wow, no, thanks.
It's hard to do that one hand.
All right. What announcements do we have today? Announcements.
Just so we don't forget, Friday morning is the Alumni Association's golf outing. Registration starts at 7, tee time is 8. You can still sign up between now and then or show up that morning and sign up. So everybody come out and support it.
Shout out to Lori Denny for bringing us to the program tomorrow at the History Center. She mentioned there's a guy in Miamisburg who builds trumpets in his basement. Like, what? He actually hand builds beautiful instruments. He builds all the instruments for the Army Old Guard here at Miamisburg. It's truly an amazing story. The Army Old Guard plays at the inauguration of the president. They've also played for the Queen of England. So come tomorrow at 7 o'clock. He's actually going to build a trumpet in the History Center.
Does he have a name?
George Schlub.
The tube is on.
Saturday night, there is a benefit at the American Legion for Jordan Zink. The Zink name is very well known in Miamisburg. It's Pete's son and Dale's grandson. He is fighting stage 4 cancer. So the American Legion is doing a benefit. It's $10 to get in. That includes your food, but there's all kinds of games and prizes and raffle baskets. Starts at 6.
Thank you, Jay.
All right, a plug for the Miamisburg band. They're hosting a mattress sale at the end of August. I think it's Sunday, August 30th. If you, like me, bought your mattress way longer ago than they want to admit, you have a great chance to come and watch it.
That's it. Mr. President, I have a Rotary question.
All right, let's hear it.
Does anyone want to tackle a Rotary question today? All right, Tom Grosky. I know you were prepared. I'm going to Tom Grosky. We're going to go way, way, way back in Rotary history. Well, so you picked an old guy. Sure. Founding members were there of the first Rotary Club, and what were their professions?
Oh.
How many founding members?
Miamisburg or Rotary?
The very first Rotary Club. Oh, I'll give you him. It was in Chicago.
Yeah.
The one in Chicago.
What were their professions?
All right, happy dollars. Happy dollars.
Yep.
I'm happy Sean Myers isn't here because my mother and I don't let my half brother and I play with chainsaws anymore.
What brother?
My half brother.
Yeah. Fortunately, we don't find for people. Other happy dollars?
Sure.
Carolyn.
I'm $10 happy because I had a wonderful trip to Canada, 11 days, Vancouver, Victoria, and Whistler. For a little bit bad news, I have spring allergies and I didn't think about it, but it's still spring up there. So I'm still trying to fight off the allergies.
Justin.
So, building off of Kim, I bet his brother, but what you don't realize is he got cut vertically down the middle and lost the whole left side of it. But don't worry, he's all right now.
Because I'm going to a summer social in a few days.
And I have a happy dollar as well because I'm happy to be back. I had a great time away in Chicago and slept really, really well for a couple of days in my own hotel room. No other noises or disturbances. It was fabulous. I highly recommend it.
Right here too, you can get a mattress in the Miamisburg house. I'm that real money. What is that? Yeah, all I can. So I'm happy because we just got back from visiting my mom and in South Carolina, who's 90, so she's doing well. And then also my sister lives down near her, and she is 3 weeks since her deep brain stimulator implant was turned on last week. And it's helping a lot. She's on a lot less medicine, but she definitely have to do some fine tuning to it. So there you go. Yeah. I'll go. $5 happy. Last week I took my 2 hives and produced 30 pounds of honey. Sweet. Thank you.
Michelle got something.
Michelle.
I have one. I have to make sure I'm correct on this though. Yeah.
Wheels are.
So I have $20. I'm sorry, Jeff Nestor. So long story short, the third quarter business meeting, mayor's business meeting is always a golf outing. And because of the Labor Day holiday and all the golf outings planned at Pipestone, the mayor's is going to be held on Tuesday.
So, for the golfers that go, if you can't make it to the golf outing, I understand. But if you do make it to the golf outing, I'm sure your Rotary Club will understand also. And it's a, it's on a Wednesday. It's on Wednesday, so the 25th, I think. So I apologize for that, but
Hey, we scored $20 out of it. It's okay.
believe it or not, Jay will not cancel other golf outings for me.
You know, Eric, she may want to split that 20 into the happy dollar, and don't we fine people for public?
No.
What's the did I see those pictures somewhere, even on the news? Did he, and some people in here were pictures, right, in the on the news and in the paper?
For what?
For the opening of a new business here?
Oh, yeah, Sips sandwich, Sips.
Well, she already paid hers. I didn't know if you need to get something from Jeff today too.
Sure. I got $200. One, the plumbing inspector was at my house today. We passed our final plumbing inspection for the basement projects. We're almost there. And then two, my wife and I made a brief trip to St. Louis. We left Sunday morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Had an Eagle Scout ceremony for my wife's cousin's son, Owen, that got his Eagle. And then we drove back from Indianapolis the very next day. It was 12 hours on the road. It was worth it to see him do a great job. So I said $200. Now Jeff wants to go on the other side.
Well, since we got caught and they took our picture and everything, plus I did give the mayor a little bit of grief about making the golf outing on a Wednesday. Somebody has to keep her in check a little bit, but they're not playing all better.
Perfect. You guys are $40 a pop. You keep changing meetings. Nice.
Yeah.
You get $20.
Yeah.
Top dog and Tom, what is the top dog winning amount?
So top dog today is $254. Someone took the 50 cents away. $254. They were looking for the 9 of clubs.
It's not purchased the ticket. How did you pick a ticket?
Didn't she win last week?
I'll look at it.
What's that?
2, 3, 2,
3, 2, blue ticket. Who's going to they're all.
Yeah.
Oh, green. I'm sorry, green ticket.
Green ticket.
2, 3, 2.
So that was defined and how many diamonds?
9 of clubs. 9 of clubs.
$200.
Mine says clubs. Yours says diamonds.
How did that?
Diamonds. No problem.
4 diamonds or 5 anyway.
It's not.
Here.
5 diamonds.
She's keeping track. She's a card counter.
Cog logger.
Yeah, she'll put it in there for us. All righty. So before I introduce the speaker, something that crossed my mind the other day. So as I look through the crowd tonight and look at the ages, I'm split up in those individuals below 50 and those above 50. And so those below 50, I'm on a challenge in this week that are under 50. Talk to someone over 50 and ask them if you had any advice for someone that your age, what would it be? And those that are 50 and older, find someone who is younger in that age group, 50. And I know quite a lot of us like giving advice, but again, the older I get, I asked Laura the other day, I said, why didn't you tell me? So I got married in 81. So why did you tell us what company I got married to your daughter in 1981? And so there's a lot of times I think of things that I wish I would have known. But so again, you may not think you know everything, but again, ask somebody who's older than you and find out what advice would you give? And the reason why I'm saying that, I went looked at my life insurance policy. So those got life insurance. You know, I started that when I was 36 years old, put in $70 a month. Well, what is worth today if I put it in the S&P 500 back then is now it's worth over $250,000. And if I don't die before 85, it's going to be worth $1.5 million. And so I said, I wish someone would have told me to put that money someplace else. But again, I could have died before that. But anyways, but that was interesting. And I said, it could be a $1.5 million at 85.
We have to get the Rotary question answered.
Rotary question answered.
So the question was, how many original members did we have, and what were their occupations? So, present at the first meeting, or
Give the one with more answers. Morning.
Usually, and there's also they were at the first meeting, and there's also someone known as fifth who joined in the second. And so we had Forrest Paul Harris, the attorney. We had Gus Stone, Gore, the mining engineer. Sylvester Felix, yes, was a coal dealer, and then Hiram E. Shorey was a merchant tailor. And the fifth guy was Harry Ruggles, who was
Rotary geniuses.
Great.
Thank you.
All right. We'll go ahead. Our speaker today is Dan Douglas. Most of you know him, so he's going to share with us a little bit about the spring fest. Now, no longer playing, but fest.
It's not just the point.
It's not playing, right?
Yes, scrap us.
But T-shirt does that.
Oh, yeah.
It's yellow.
It was yellow this year. Do you have my PowerPoint?
No. You gotta wing it.
That's fine. I can wing it. I'm not too particular. The PowerPoint is really just for people to look at while I'm talking.
And that has nothing to do with the presentation.
I find it's very helpful to have something to look at.
It should be.
This blue screen is Spring Fest blue.
Okay.
See, it's really first. That's our logo. That's kind of messed up on the side there. Anyway, Spring Fest. My name's Dan Douglas. I'm the co-chair of Spring Fest in the Herd. I run this with my wife Devin, who is also our co-chair. She's in charge.
I just look pretty. Jeff likes it. So we also have a small group of people that assist us run this. We have Heather Matthews as our treasurer. You guys might know Brandy. Schneider, Conan now? Schneider still? Okay, I didn't know. She does everything that I don't want to do. She's great. And then we also have Maddie, who runs our vendors, and Augustina, who sells pops. You might have seen her pops at Springfest, but she also coordinates our food vendors, which is very helpful. You can hit the next slide if you would, good sir. All right. Oh. Lovely. So just a history lesson about Springfest. You guys probably remember Spring Fling. They posted on Facebook in 2018, and they said, hey, go enjoy the festival. They want us to move it from Library Park to Riverfront Park. We don't want to, and we're just going to retire. So this will be the last event. And me and my wife were running a small party planning business. And at the time, we said, you know what? It's kind of just like a big party, yeah? So we'll just do that. That'll be fun. So our party planning business obviously died because we took over Springfest, which was not like running a giant party. It's actually way harder. Who knew? So we had some help from the Spring Fling people. They gave us a little seed money. They gave us some tips on what to do. But outside of that, moving it to Riverfront Park, they were right. It was like doing a completely different event. And then we had kind of a different strategy also. We wanted it to be more of a music and handmade vendor craft event. So we were thinking kind of bigger acts, more things that people could go shop for. So we really worked to raise some money, and we had a really good help from Main Street. A lot of the businesses on Main Streets are still our sponsors to this day. I don't think we would exist in the way that we do now without the help and support of Jane and Bennett from Jane's and Bennett's, and all of our other little shops, Molly and Amy over here. Were all very helpful the first year with sponsoring bands and making sure that we could pay for things, because we found out really fast that it's so expensive to put on an event, especially when you're trying to raise money for stuff. It's a little bit more than what we were kind of expecting. But that first year was great. Our inaugural event was 2019. We had a really good turnout. We had some wind on Sunday that you might remember, kind of blew some tents around. So Sunday was a little bit of a freak of nature event, and we learned a great lesson about tent weights. And how important those are, especially in Riverfront Park, where it is windy. And when you're walking around, you might not think like, oh, that's kind of a lot of wind. But literally every single day in Riverfront Park, it is windy. So we learned that the hard way. And then we were planning for 2020. We had 2020 basically completely planned. And then March, obviously, we were canceled because of COVID. So, oh, your microphone's wrong. We've been having issues. Trying to work it. Is it? Oh. Only me. I was the only person with problems last time too, if you guys remember. So where was I? Oh, we got canceled because I need your microphone for the recording. It's still slobber on. Is this working? Is it working? Yeah. This one's quieter. It's okay. People can hear me. Hello? Oh, okay. All right, great. So we were closed for 2020 and 2021 because of COVID, which happens. But we came back better than ever in 2022, and we were in Riverfront Park again, which was great. That event went really well. We were growing every single year, which was awesome. But then we decided to renovate Riverfront Park, which was cool and is great. But then in 2023, we had to be in Library Park, which had its own headaches and interesting nuances, because you would think like, oh, it used to be in that park, so putting in that park for another time is fine, and which it kind of was, but we were doing things a little differently. So we had to buy a stage and more tents and all sorts of things, a lot more expenses and challenges. But we got through it, and we had a very successful year. 24 and 25, we were in Riverfront Park. You might remember Mudfest from 2024. I'm allowed to make these jokes. The city was kind enough to put some sod in, but then it rained like a lot. So there was a good amount of mud. It happens. We're outdoors. It's fine. But then we got past that. 25 was fantastic. And then this year, 26 was even better. It's been a really interesting experience running this festival for so long, and seeing how things change, what we're able to do differently every year, the different people that help us. And Rotary was very helpful this year with manning our beer tent. We were really excited about that partnership. We were in a bit of a pickle, and Rotary certainly came through for us. And I heard really great things about the Rotary tent specifically. People were really excited to see you guys there. We need to work on our beer a little bit. That's on us. We were using Loose Ends Brewing. The expenses for using a brewery like that is just so much higher than if we went through Heidelberg. We kind of liked supporting those like more local businesses versus kind of the big distributor of Heidelberg, but we're kind of reconsidering and reworking that to get our costs a little bit lower. So hopefully next year we have a plan together, but a partnership with Rotary moving forward would be fantastic if that's something you guys are interested in. We really appreciated you guys. You can hit the next slide. I don't remember what I'm supposed to talk about. Oh, the attendance report, which you can kind of see. We have been growing each year. When we started, we estimated that we had like 10,000 to 15,000 people attend. Now, the city has this great geofencing that they do, which can give you a really good estimate of who is attending your event. And it's basically based off of cell phone pings. You do a fence around the downtown area, and you can see when people come to Miamisburg for an event and then where they go after, which has been really cool. So in 2024, we had 24,300 attendees, unique people visiting, with 28,000 visits. So 4,000 of those people left and came back, or came back on consecutive days, which is great. But then also, you'll see that when people leave Riverfront Park, where they go. And often they go downtown, which is awesome. So we'll see that people go to Bullwinkle's, TJ Chumps, Bennett's, Jane's, and they'll go to some of the shops. So it's really fantastic. It's great to see that kind of data to show that when you have a large event in your backyard, that it does send people to your businesses, which is awesome. You can hit the next slide, Justin. These are going to be kind of quick. 2025, we had 31,400 people. So that's a marked improvement from the year before. And then that was also 36,000 visits. So similar to kind of last year, 4,000 to 5,000 people left and came back. Regionally, you can see the draw. It goes all the way up to Dayton. We have people from like Kentucky visiting too. So it's a really big regional draw. And you'll see that Saturdays are a big day, but the other days, Friday being just a short day, still has a considerable amount of people attend, which is awesome. You can hit the next one, Justin. Then this year's attendance report is pretty good. 32,810 people visited. Still a bit of an improvement. Saturday, we had some really kind of bad weather, which hurt our numbers just a little bit. We got a late start. I think we started at around 1 because it was just, we did the parade. Eric, wherever there he is. We did 3/4 of the parade, and it was fantastic. And it's funny, it was the best parade we ever had. Nobody got to watch it though. But boy, lining up, it looked really impressive. But that's just the way Mother Nature decided to treat us on Saturday. We got a little bath, and I don't know what she was trying to say about the cleanliness of our volunteers, but we were all a little bit more clean after. But that was, that's just how it goes when you're outside. Yeah, you have weather, and we've had weather pretty much every year. But it hasn't deterred us. Obviously, we're still doing great numbers. It's kind of given us some thoughts about how to proceed in the future, things like that. But you'll see that, we have a really great amount of visitors. And then all those people hung out for a while, and they would go to shops, and they would, be in Miamisburg for a really long time. Yeah, go ahead and hit the next one. Then I want to talk about, what it's all for. Because we raise money. We raise money through our sponsors, through vendor fees, selling beer, and the carnival. The carnival brings in just a nice amount of money, which is great. So that's been given us a lot of ability to give back to the community. One of the things that we did, one of our first thoughts we ever had for giving back was doing a scholarship with Miamisburg High School seniors. So we've given $3,000 scholarships out since 2019. We did in 2020. I don't think we did one in 2021 because of COVID, but we've done them every year outside of that one. And that's been really great. And that's a fun way to give back to our graduating seniors. And we give scholarships based off of their volunteerism or the arts. So we have some art scholarship where people submit their art, and it's Miamisburg focused, what it means for Miamisburg, or they'll give us an essay on a volunteer project that they worked on. And we've had some really great civic-minded Miamisburg High School seniors that we've been able to support with that, which is fantastic. And some of them, I think, are going to go to college and then come back and be really productive members for Miamisburg, which is fantastic. That's what we love to see. We did a donation to the Canal Run Dog Park. One of the bigger donations that we did was with the Riverfront Park redevelopment. That's our home, so we wanted to be all in on that development. You'll see our name by some trees and benches, but then also the overlooks, the swings that are over the levee. Those are the Springfest overlooks, so that's been really great. Sycamore Park, we gave a little bit for shade structure. It's by the kids area, those are really cool. Both those developments are really huge, one, parks, which we love, but then also really big economic drivers for our community. So we're really excited that we were able to be a part of that. We have a softball team now. So fun. So fun. If you don't sponsor a softball team, I think they still need sponsors. Like that is like literally, even if I wasn't doing Springfest, I'm gonna Dan Douglas softball team. It's so fun seeing how excited they are to have a sponsor. It's great. The Barracudas did some cleaning for us. We sponsored their swim team this year. They're having a little bit of struggles with the Sycamore Trails Aquatic Center. So we wanted to give them a sponsorship so that they can get through this last year of not having a home pool. So that's really great. And then we do the Kindness Rock Garden, which we're going to do some redeveloping on. It's right by the bike store. That was one of our first projects where we were able to tie into the community year-round. We went to all the concerts and did rock painting. We hosted free rock painting around Miamisburg for a while. And that was really cool, a way to kind of stay connected when we weren't doing the event, because we've always kind of wanted this to be a year-round thing that we do. And then outside of Jane's, you might have seen the new trade box. That's been really fun. It's when you're sitting at Jane's and you see kids walk up to it and their faces light up, and that's just such a fun thing that we're sponsoring right now. That's from TikTok. It was a funny idea, but I think it's really brought a lot of joy to people, which is what it's all about. You can hit the next one, Justin. This one's just real quick. Those are mostly pictures of things that we've done. Giant checks. We have a chainsaw carving guy that comes to Springfest every year. Events pay him to come, but he's always come to ours because he's from Germantown, Farmersville. But he's local. We met him at a gas station. It was really funny. Devin was like, "Hey, this guy has a chainsaw. I want to go talk to him." And I was like, "Devin, it is midnight. Are you sure?" And then she was like, "No, he's really cool." And then he was the nicest guy ever. His wife does a lot of the paintings around that you'll see. We sponsor some of the paintings for the windows. I think Rock and Green does too. But she'll go and paint all the windows around town before the event, kind of to stir excitement. But they're lovely people. The Moose was our premier sponsor. So we had him build or chainsaw some stuff for us. One of them was this giant moose. There's also a bear with an ice cream cone in the rock garden now. It's really cool. And he did a lot of the chainsaw carvings for the Sycamore Park. So when you're playing disc golf and you see all the little birds and stuff, that was Nick. He is awesome. And then we kind of give stuff away to various people. We did benefit with the Oregon District. We gave some money to the Dayton Children's. We had a partnership with them. That one up there in the corner that's all blurry is the stage presentation. You can hit the next one. Justin, thank you. And now we're trying to expand again, because when you do a lot of stuff, your first thought is, hey, how can I do some more stuff? So Great Things in the Berg is our most recent foray into being busy 24/7, 365. And one of the things that we're doing at the end of the year is celebrating Great Things in the Berg, the Bergies. And that's going to be November 15th from 5 to 9 at the Reverie. You can get tickets for that at the QR code here. But the really fun thing that we're doing at that event is we are crowning somebody, Miamisburg Citizen of the Year, which is really cool. We're looking for people who have done a lifetime of giving to Miamisburg, or maybe not even a whole lifetime, but a good amount of care and interest in making Miamisburg a better place. We're trying to recognize those people with this event. We used to do a Citizen of the Year, I was told by Doug Sorrell, I don't know, a while ago. And Doug has these fun emails that he does in the middle of the night from his iPad where he types up all sorts of things and sends them to people. And he said, we should do this again. And we were like, you know what, that's actually a decent idea. So that is kind of how this came about. So we really need you to nominate your favorite Miamisburg citizens. So you have to live in the school district. So you can be either Miamisburg or Miami Township, as long as you're a resident of Miamisburg City Schools. You just need a nomination submitted at this website. So if you scan this QR code, it'll take you to miamisburgspringfest.com/great things, and you can buy tickets to come to the event or and nominate a citizen. I think that might be it. You can hit the next slide. Yeah, there. I didn't know I had these handouts, so I put that slide on there. I think I hit all of the high and low points of Springfest and great things in the Berg. But does anybody have any questions? Yes.
When you're talking about using the geofence to keep track of how many people are coming,
Yeah.
Cell phone is one person.
I believe that is how it works. Your cell phone's IP ping to the cell tower. That doesn't count. Yeah, no. There could have been more. So yeah, so kids, yeah. That's just people with cell phones. So yeah, it could be a lot more. Especially with the carnival, there's lots of kids running around. I would say pretty much every kid older than 5 probably has a cell phone at this point. But maybe not. She doesn't, so she didn't count. But you guys were doing something else that weekend. You had a fair. I don't think you were at Springfest. Am I remembering that right? You were out of the country. Okay, I knew it was something. That sounds way more fun. Yeah, I don't leave town. I have to stay here. I'm bound to Miamisburg forever. I have to stay in the geofence. Yeah, they like to keep track of me. I have this nice bracelet I wear on my ankle. No, too far. I'm gonna get fined for not being funny. Any other questions? Yeah, the geofence is really cool, and that's been really fun to look at that kind of data, even if it's wrong, because it probably is underreporting a little bit, I would say. But underreporting is better than overreporting. And if you ask me if it's overreporting, I'm going to say absolutely not. No. And if you ask me what I know to make that statement, I will say because.
What was going on?
Right. Yeah. So the November event, it's gonna be really fun. We're still working on the details specifically. But right now I can promise that you will get dinner and drinks, and you will get to see who is the Citizen of the Year. We're also gonna have some kind of music, and don't tell anyone, but spoilers, we're kind of thinking of doing like a carnival inside type thing. We're talking to a guy who was at Springfest this year who made what's it called, cotton candy things, and it was awesome. Sculptures, yeah. And he's gonna come and everyone gets a cotton candy. So it's gonna be fun stuff. We haven't quite figured out the exact logistics of that, but I would never make somebody come to something from 5 to 9 on a Sunday in November if it was going to be boring. So it's definitely going to be a blast. And we just don't have all the details yet. But that's forthcoming. It should be within the next couple of weeks. We'll be really pushing that dinner. But I can assure you it'll be worth the cost of admission for sure. It's going to be great. Any other questions? Yes. Yes. I can. That's a good point.
As a person who does many things, it's good to have people around that remember what those are. Thank you, Mayor. October is gonna be ghost busting in the Berg. Actually, there's 2 things in October, but we'll start with ghost busting. I think that's what you're talking about. We are partnered with the Plaza and Paula from P3
Paranormal Paula Paranormal Project. Those are the three P's. And we're doing an event with the Ghostbusters, who are part of a national movement of Ghostbuster fans. And they raise money every year for Make-A-Wish Foundation. So and they've done this event in Miamisburg before, but we're making it a little bit bigger. It's going to be the 10th and 11th of October. They're showing the Ghostbuster movies at the plaza. Then the Ghostbuster guys are going to be set up in Riverfront Park, where they will be selling raffle baskets, and they're having a slime tank, which is like a dunk tank, but with slime. And all sorts of other little activities for the kids and the family. And then we're going to have vendors set up throughout town. It's going to be very similar to Art in the Berg, if you guys went to that. It's a very successful event where we'll have some Springfest vendors and some other local kind of Halloween-type vendors for the season. And then we'll have all of, there's the local businesses and restaurants that want to participate are going to be doing special little things in their shop. So you can go around and do kind of like a restaurant store crawl type thing, and go visit each store for their little activity that they're doing. And we'll have a live map that people can take a look at and see who's participating and what fun things there will be to do that weekend. But the main goal, I think we're going to do like a 50-50. There'll be raffle baskets, free event. Outside, and I think we'll have the Ecto 1, which is the Ghostbuster car, along with a ton of other Ghostbuster cars. The eyebrow is going to be full of Ghostbuster cars, which is neat. And I have seen the first movie, but there's lots more. And there's at the plaza, there's 5. Does that include the new ones?
Yes. Showing the 3 old ones on Saturday and the 2 new ones on Sunday.
And but they're not showing the one that it's girls. There's that one.
The third
too.
one.
Yeah, lots. There's lots. I'm trying to get the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to terrorize town, but he's not locked in.
Think about that. Just don't think about it.
I like the 3 people in the room that think I'm funny. I really appreciate you guys. But then I am also a trustee or board member or whatever it is of the Miamisburg Community Foundation, which is our nonprofit. So Springfest is benefits the Miamisburg Community Foundation. We are together, but I'm on the board now, and we are doing another a fundraiser in October on the 3rd. I think that's a Saturday. We're working on the details now, but it's going to be a ticketed event at the Sycamore Trails Aquatic Center. So there won't be water in the pool, as far as I know, in October. That would be a little cold. There is going to be water?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold. Don't get in.
No,
It's not for swimming.
Once the pool is done, the state has to test it.
Oh.
So pools have to be full.
Oh, God.
Which
Okay.
can't get in.
Don't go for a swim. But that'd be nice to have water.
swim.
But so the pool's going to be finished this year.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
Yes.
I do not work for the city. I'm just a jester. So we're doing a fundraising event, which all these details will be released later. But it's similar. We're going to do a luau themed type event at the Aquatic Center on October 3rd. So look for the invite to that. That'll be a really fun event to get a first look at the renovated facilities. It's really nice over there. There's tons of different pools, and it's fun to check out. I walked through it when it was very, very muddy, and this will be less muddy. So that'll be good. So that's exciting. I feel like there is something else that's happening that we're doing, but I don't remember what it is. So hopefully it isn't. But so those are the 3 things coming up that we're working on, which is great. Anybody else have any other questions that I can answer for them?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why aren't you a member of Rotary?
I don't know.
Sign him up.
Because.
Because, there you go.
It's just the best answer to anything.
Because it's
Rotary is where the cool people come.
I see
So,
that.
As you can see in the room.
I see that. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. Give me a.
I'll get someone to sponsor you.
I will.
Kim will.
Okay. So next time we'll be a prospective member.
Okay, lovely.
No pressure.
Great.
All right.
Just,
All right.
Sorry about
Our road license provided for Stacy tonight. Looking at the white tickets. 181, 181,
Good job, thank you.
633. 181, 633. White ticket 181, 633.
Tom Cross.
You'll look fine.
Man.
Very.
Very. All right, let's go ahead and stand.
Ah, crap.
Let's wrap up. And everything we've been saying, number one, is the Senator, number three. Friendships, number four. Will be beneficial to all concerned. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your week.